Hey, it's Stacy Oldfield, founder of Minerva Management Partners, back with another video installment of my weekly blog. Since designing my Network Like a Boss Lady workshop over a year ago, I have been on a mission to get women to embrace the power of networking. Studies have shown that even though we state that networking is a vital part of our career and business success, we only network at half the rate of our male counterparts. This is shocking to me and could explain why we aren't storming the upper echelons of business at a faster rate. And I'm eager to find out why this is so that I can create additional ways to help women in this area. So recently I conducted a survey to find out what is standing in the way of women networking on a consistent basis. The link to that survey is below this video if you're interested in helping me gather as much information as possible. So far I've received great feedback, and it has included everything from a lack of confidence, a lack of strategy, don't know where to start, and the inability to network without disrupting family responsibilities, and that's the one I want to focus on today. So let's take a look at how family responsibilities make it difficult to find time to network. I am going to challenge everyone who has this as their primary reason for not networking to take a very honest look at their motivation and inspiration for building their business and career. So raise your hand if you started your own business to have more flexibility and the ability to spend time with your family. Raise your hand if your career is important to you because it allows you to financially contribute to your family, giving you the ability to take better care of them or provide them opportunities that you want them to have and that they wouldn't be able to if you weren't doing what you're doing. Raise your hand if you can see that networking is critical to you being able to grow your career or business in a way that ultimately benefits your family, because the more it grows, the more you're able to give back in the ways I just described. Now, be honest here. Raise your hand if you're using your family as an excuse for why you can't get out there to grow your business or career. It doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense to allow your family responsibilities to keep you from contributing back to your family, especially when they are the reason why you are pursuing your current business or career path. Listen, I promise I am not throwing stones. To be very honest, it's easy for me to use my family as an excuse for not getting out there, and I have done it more times than I care to count. I am an introvert with a capital I, and I want nothing more than to just sit home with my family and not put myself out there. And it's very easy for me to convince myself that I'm the one that needs to pick our daughter up from school, or I'm the one that needs to make dinner because I'm sure my husband has had a very challenging day and won't feel like making dinner, or I'm the one that needs to take care of something around the house, so it's absolutely impossible for me to attend networking opportunities that will help build my company. But the truth is, if I'm not doing what I need to do to build my company, then I don't have a business. I just have an expensive hobby, and that is not fair to my family. If you are committed to having a vital career or to building your business, then you need to commit to those activities that are going to grow them. And networking is one of those activities. And guess what? Your family will get it. They will understand. And hopefully the tip I'm about to share with you will help. So how do you make this easier? Communication! Jazz hands. At the beginning of each month, my husband and I sit down with our calendars and go through everything that is currently scheduled, as well as things that we'd like to add. If there's an evening event that I would like to attend, I simply say, this event is happening in 2 weeks and I would love to attend because, fill in the blank, this is a group I haven't been around yet. I'm curious if it makes sense for me to know anyone there. Or Sally said that her friend that could really use my help will be there, and if I go, she'll be happy to introduce me, or whatever the reason. Would you be willing to get Abigail from the bus stop that night so I can go? And my husband has the same conversation with me when he wants to add something. And using the word because is a huge help because it forces us to think through why it makes sense for us to participate so we aren't just attending for the sake of attending. And two, it shows our partner that we've put thought into why it makes sense and that we wouldn't ask for their assistance or wouldn't miss family time if we didn't think it was important. We both understand that our careers are important to each of us and are committed to supporting each other in that area. If your family is behind your pursuits, then they are going to be more than willing to allow you the time to do what you need to do. But guess what? It doesn't always work. Sometimes there are conflicts between our two schedules, and we just have to figure it out. And sometimes there are things that I really am the person that must take care of them. And since my family comes first, those will always take priority. But I'm getting better at being able to distinguish between those family things that I must take care of and which ones I just use as an excuse to not have to attend an event that I should be attending. Now, I also don't have the conversation just with my husband. I also have the conversation with our daughter. I tell her in advance when I have something planned that cuts into family time. So I set proper expectations with her so that she knows who will be picking her up or taking her somewhere, making her dinner, putting her to bed. Then we discuss what time I will be setting aside for her after the fact. For instance, I might say something like, hey, Ab, I have an event on Wednesday night that I'm going to attend. So-and-so is going to pick you up from the bus stop, and then Daddy will be home around 6 so the two of you can fix dinner together. I should be home around 8, so I will definitely see you before you go to bed. But since I'm out on Wednesday, I've kept Thursday and Friday evening clear, so I am all yours those nights. Clear communication really does make breaking away every once in a while much easier. And not only do they benefit from watching you successfully blend work and home in a way that works, what a great example for them to follow when they're adults. If you are committed to your career and business growth, then don't use your family responsibilities as an excuse for not networking consistently. If you are strategic in your approach, then you don't have to attend events every night of the week. And if you are clearly communicating with your family, then they are not going to feel slighted when you do attend a few. So, please let me know if this has been helpful or if you have found other ways to deal with this concern. Sharing your ideas is an awesome way to encourage your fellow career-driven women to get out there and embrace all the wonderful things that networking provides. So thank you very much for listening, and I will see you again soon.